It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them to ours to keep the wood safe, but ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength to keep the sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12's wood with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. So we gotta deliver the Zima Rose Oil to Nalexia. A little Solace. Can't remember what little Solace is. I just got my mount yesterday. It's a lot easier to get around. I'm not sure how to unlock flying yet. I think there's like a bunch of orbs you have to get or something. See? So one day I'm gonna have to go around and do that, but I don't really need it right now. It would be nice to have. Just got level 30 yesterday too, but I haven't become a dragoon yet. I'm not sure how to do that. Or if it's just a bonus. It's probably a quest I have to do. Move a little quicker on the east road than the south road. Fuck. Gift from Walking One, the Scarring, a gift for these ones. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking one Biscaran and adventuring one are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many walking ones are scary. Many walking ones utter many lies and much deception, but this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. We actually get some pretty nice foods. I'm gonna take those. I have like a whole set going on now, except for the hand. Coaxio has another blue quest. Believe in yourself, 18,000 XP, 1,000 gil. Coaxio wants you to discuss peace with Frixio. This one has been expecting walking one. This one fetches elder one. This one is pleased to see walking one again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ida and Papalino. Ah, there you are, Wind. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the walking ones who aided Norexia. This one is grateful. Pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as walking one calls them, of this one began when Imperial ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. With that, this one had not, and Totorak, a sinister one, robed in the black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black. Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seeds here. This one sees, so walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seats here wrote to you. This one well knows and respects horned one Kani Senna. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. So that's how the blue sylphs came about. These ones wanted so desperately to turn touch ones back to normal ones, but did not know how and still do not know. Touch ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touch ones, and did know how, so this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touch ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touch ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. This one has spoken enough of touch ones. This one would speak instead of these ones, as this one said. These ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they are so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold. A timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kani Senna. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That Sylph Elder's very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jib? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Because you're always fighting. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Walking Saints and tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. But while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, Walking One Wind. This one is yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summon Lord Ramu, these ones are good to this crystal. This one will now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. So that's a pink crystal. That's our third one. We have a blue, a pink. So we have 3 of 6. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well, that crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch Touch Ones. So long as Touch Ones are not troubled, Touch Ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses Touch Ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for Touch Ones. I don't get a marker. Don't know if I'm stupid or what. Does this guy have a marker? Don't get it. See if it works. It's an emote. They do not. They do not explain that very well. I just seen I had like a slash and then type lookout, so I assume maybe it was a thing like if you type that in chat, it would be an emote. Would go. There are templed sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Now we have to go somewhere. Might be a new Gridania. Missive from the Sylph Other himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. So long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seeds here will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. Easy activity. Vesper Bay ticket. The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them painted the Elder Seeds here to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the science of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. That is Lady Minfilia. Hello, can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ada and Papalymo returned some a little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. So we're getting back to Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Wind. Lady Memphilia awaits you within the Solar. Please enter at your leisure. We're all here. Alphana, oh, that's that one guy. Him and his sister were talking to us. I am giving to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Also, they're a part of the Cyan. Well enough, thank her to sparing no effort. They are many in one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Elise quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Elise has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldician report will serve you well. So him and his sister, I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. My permission, so... Is he like higher up than her? Hemophilia? It is good to see you again, Wind. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12's Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Science proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the Horror has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices for a time at least. For a time bears repeating, we can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as each Tola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend upon it. Indeed. So, then of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania. Wait, I meant Garuda. Who was the primal of the Ixo who lived near Gridania? Yes, that's what I meant. So many moms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys? Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. So we're getting some time off. Is there something else, Wind? Beg pardon. A man named Lahabria, sporting a red mask and robed in black, 12 preserved. Prior to the calamity, the Esseans took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods dispose ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this Lahabria. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to the... Eek. Tatter. The Sylph and Tanalan. At long last, this one finds walking one wind. This one is most dependable of these ones. It is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. But pleasure to meet you, Neuraxia. So what is going on? Speak with Menphelia. So the Sylph sent Neuraxia to help us. Yes, Tatter is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Now all of us are forged to the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite when drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Quest from Menphelia. Have you investigate the mysterious Lahabria? So the masked guy that keeps appearing. I am afraid there is no rest for the weary wind. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as Lahabria. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Wind. So we gotta investigate that masked guy in the black hoodie. We gotta go speak to the flame leader. Not the flame leader, but what was it? The sergeant or whatever. Usually don't look like this, but on this map it does. It's got a marker all the way up here and then just 3 off. Probably my favorite of the 3 main areas, at least right now. Limbs of Lumen, so it's a pain in the ass. I never know how to run. The Masked Man, you are come on behalf of the science, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Ophelia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Canada. The brass blade stationed at High Bridge described him in detail when he learned of this suspicious activity. I would point you to the he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kirkmen. Fate can be a cruel mistress, but do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Pierre. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. So we gotta go talk to a merchant, see if he's seen anything. At the High Bridge. I do not know how to get to the High Bridge at all. I'm assuming, where was it, Eastern Family? Like I said, yes, it was. I think that's gonna be fun. Probably the most fun in the game, the raids. The trial was pretty cool. I got my first trial done. Dungeons are alright. But the dungeons so far have just been too easy. Welcome to Highbridge Adventure. Whatever you seek, I Hihabaru can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Wants to help you find La Hebria, maybe. When the Order of Nathal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes the High Bridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh endless beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Thal, take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Man, I wanted to buy something from him, honestly. Kind of feel bad. Just leaving after all that shit. Said without buying anything. Absent-minded merchant. On the trail of the master man. I have heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's about all I can say, little though it is. So no one seems to really know anything good enough. They all hardly know anything at all, really. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folks have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kirkin raids. None but the most devout of programs are willing to come here anymore. Where is this? He's on the other end, and I walked right by him. I have heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Canland too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. So no one really knows anything. Just that there's rumors about him. No one knows anything specific. Now we're gonna go bother this poor guy again. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kirkin raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Good guy, hit the bar. We got another quest for us. We level up. When do I get my next... This is level 30. What is this? Increases damage dealt. Something we need to be using in combat. So level 32 is our next unlock. Hibaru has information that will surely lead you to La Hebra. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Kirkin appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? So to start a fire, we might be able to lure the people to us. Gotta remember I changed my mount. Gotta remember. Switch it. quick, no matter what. Now we gotta go back to the 10 bars. Back so soon, were you able to find any clues leading to the Master Man? Ward of the Destroyer, paper board inscribed with a prayer to the patron of deity. The scroll, it bears a prayer to Rhalgr, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Rhalgr is the guardian deity of Atla Mehigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Atla Mehigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Now we're trying to catch him. Orange dye. Suggestion to help you with your investigation. The Atla Mehigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Atla Mehigo over in southern Thailand. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favorite destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the Denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not so warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has her relocated to Little Atla Mehigo. Her name is Hahara, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. But while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, pull some fiend, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. So we gotta go speak with his daughter in southern Thailand. I do not have a thing to teleport there. This fucking bowl. Yeah, what happened to my line of airship? to... execute. Or does it just go away when you're on your mount? Might just go away when you get on your mount. I don't think I've been to this area yet. Got like a whole cave town. Oh, here's a crystal. Get that before I forget. Now I can teleport here. Next time I gotta come here. Make it a little quicker. So your minions just go away when you get them out, just nowhere else stays. Why yes, so Hibaru's my father. He said what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. The leader of the settlement. He looks like a dick. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. What a fucking dick, dude. That was literally like the end of the mission. There's one out here, a blue one out here. I was told to only do the blue missions and the story missions, so should have been doing. Kissel the Heart, playing commander. We get a little bit better head here. Well met, adventurer. I'm Kisselbert, head of security here at Little Alamahigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, it might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for Almajah to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity there, I'd like to have seen it. I had in mind to take them each a cup of sweet tantalin teas so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. So we gotta go a little south of here and talk to his group that are looking for Almajah. See if they've seen any masked villain. That's a mount. That's a badass mount. Flame private, here we are. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Well, here's your tea, you fucking dick. Well, ain't ye considerate. My thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain hiding among the refugees like as not? Me compatriot says live here go about as though they are dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. You there. Are you in a manja? No. Then carry on. Ah, the sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet tantalin. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. That was a pretty descriptive answer of something he doesn't care about, but alright, let's keep going. Shoot, don't bother me. If the Amaja overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alam Mahegans, I assumed he was one of them. Alright, so we got information. We did see you. Talking to Mahegans. Same thing that Hedabard said. Is this a snowman? Is that a... That's straight up a plate. Is that like an armor set? For a Malabelle? Ah, you're back. So do my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Isle of Mahegans. For this you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. I guess we'll take this side here. It's slightly better. It looks better though, with the armor. Blue dye. Some nice leggings. Determined to press on with your investigation, then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Isle of Mahegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but Isle of Mahegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundobald belongs to the Isle of Mahegan Resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. So we gotta go speak with Menphelia now. Travel back to Western Camelin. Figure out how to get the Mahegans to trust us. many people standing in this little hallway. Welcome back, Gwen. How far is the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder why the Alamahegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamahegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships? I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there's an Alamahegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Nice. Easy leg armor there. Oh my god. I didn't look. Well, maybe I'll play one of those classes in the future. Why don't I look? I'm so stupid. A weapon coffer, alright, that'll be nice. Your Alamahegan comrade is named Harabert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Harabert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. If it isn't Wind Assassin, the Scion's Rising Star, is there all I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamahigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamahegan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamahigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda and she is a resident of a quarry mill. Say my name when you meet her and she won't lead you astray. Alright, so we gotta go talk to Albreda at the quarry mill. And she should help us gain the trust of the Alamahigo. Hopefully. I don't know where the quarry mill is. Central. South Shroud. Oh, wait. Oh my god. It literally says Quarry Mill right now. I didn't think it'd be in Gridania. Hey, you want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. Robert sent you. Grr, that worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades as a woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. Ugh, I realize Robert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mifrid, the captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. I got this nice weapon. Plus one damage. So better. Usually every time I open a weapon coffer, it's only plus one. This is the leader of the Resistance right here. Hi, I'm Mifrid, a proud man of the Alamahegan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventure? Good captain. It's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. Gods damn it, I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Alrita. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Go talk to the freedom. One of my friends in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They are my countrymen after all, but that'd mean going against the elementals will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it would be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hare. If you take the matter to her, it might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Speak with Charlene. Right there. You wish to aid the Alamehegans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Toadswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, or judged of the night, whether they may have a place beneath the bows. Alas, the Alamehegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, ever shall it be. That's how it's to be then. The bloody hare might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I didn't do shit for you. Okay, this is an upgrade, but I cannot wear it, so I should not take it. Just take the gold. I led my men to Quarry Mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Alright, so we just gotta go kill some deer or something. Just go kill some reindeer, bring them the horns. Sorry kids, no signals here. Then hopefully he'll help us. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Yeah, sure. You're a godsend adventurer. Praise Rawgar. There's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Baskrin, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they are from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he'd like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. I do have it in my Baskrin. Don't quite remember exactly where he's located. Hold it. Goddamn. I didn't think I seen it. Now I know I seen it. Definitely seen it on the map. Wind, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You got something to show me? Some antelope horns. Well, these look like good antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I am no stranger to the remedy. An Ala-Mahigan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Ala-Mahigan soldier in Quarry Mill? Heh, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor Sadas needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, African. assuming the sick one. Sick one, it's just the other guy standing next to him. It is well to see you return. Have you the medicine for our brother? Yes, sir. God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Can't wear those, so I'll take the gold. Glamour prism, more gold, we'll take. Adventure, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about now with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before or worse. We need you to help us find him and quickly. Start by asking how Rita might be as the woman seen something. So the guy has gone missing. Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me the sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamahigo. Blast it. With that, I'd known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. So he left to not drag the rest of the crew down with him. Out in the wilds, alone, that fool, that great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Alright, so now we gotta find him. Watch out, the goblin. Galleon. Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamahegans, and Alamahegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, god damn it, the oath to claim our homeland? We'll set foot on Alamahegan soil again, together or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. The fuck's he gonna do to him? I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarry Mill. Alright, you gotta go speak with him. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Alright, thanks for the gold, my friend. So I can't wear that. This is in total plus 3. Probably take this right here, plus 1 of each. Just because it doesn't actually take anything away. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamahigo, that's all. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show Gundawald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Alright, so we gotta go back to Little Alamahigo. Talk to Gundawald. Show him this letter that Mifrid gave us. He should help us. Why have you returned? You were not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Yeah, bitch, here's a letter. You spoke with Mifrid? It has been so long since I last heard from him and I had feared his death. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mifrid sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mifrid is a friend of mine. I know this masked stranger you seek and will tell you what I can. So you knew you just wanted to get digging into it. Green dye. Probably some high potions. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamahigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their choice, but they are not like to yield information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. I mean, I don't think they're still gonna want to talk. Hey, masked man, no idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Yeah, see, they're not gonna even... They're definitely not gonna tell us if working with the main guy. Good Gundawald sent you. Listen, I told him it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me to not think I'm in for it. Yeah. You're not gonna tell me shit. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with them. Had no trouble when I see you, and then that's their trouble, mark me words. Yeah, no one wants to tell us shit. One of them seemed to have some info though. They were hiding. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them, I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to dispose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution, all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Music is a quest for us in. Stupid bird. Hemfring has a secret message for you. Man, this heavy armor is so good. I know it's meant for like tanks, but so we'll just take the gold again when we finish this one. Hey adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilfred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Oh shit, there's an exit right here. Something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Kuro got your tongue. No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Hit him. Beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. So Wilfred's a traitor. Should've just killed him right there. Oh, we got a new ability. Creates a barrier nullifying most knockback and drawing effects. But it makes you slower when the... Test that out in our next big boss fight. Attacked by Wilfred and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Take the high potions again. Wolf. I think that's supposed to say Wilfred, isn't it? Or was it never Wilfred? I don't know. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundaball. Bertliana, God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves solid Mohegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you. Those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Maybe it is Wilred. I swear to God, it said Wilred, but maybe not. He saw me outside. He was angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Map of Xanric. I got a bunch of traders in these parts. Hunting knife, so we got a hunting knife and a map. What those animals did to Berliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundobald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? I got it, bitch. I got your map. Here's a well-read. O mighty Roger, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength to put an end to the suffering of your people. Trying to summon him. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Deliver the clues to Gundobald. Gone. The whole lot of them? Then it is as I fear, they mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Xanric? Wait, you said Wilward spoke of crystal, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Almajar are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. So I think their intentions are good. They're just too stupid to realize that it's not as easy as Here they are. Duty calls, commence a battle for Big Trouble in Little Alamahigo. Level sync to 31, so I'm barely over level. Did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Roger to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Xanric and make off with the lizardmen's cash, but they caught us and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Oh my god. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamahigan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Time to kill some Almajar bitches. use any of my special abilities. It's just 1, 2, 3, and it's easy just doing that, so I don't use anything else. Until I get into a boss fight, like the end fight of a dungeon, or a raid or something. Or a trial, and I'll start throwing all the other stuff in. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamahigo. Well, wait. We've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They are right there, right for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? And no one said anything about. The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Roger. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of the story tale back in Little Alamahigo. I dare say Wynn will wish to hear it as well. Yes, I would. I'm trying to find this masked man. No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Roger, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from the squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known there's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamahigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer and outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. Oh, it's okay, you know. People try to kill me all the time. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamahigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcomed here. Take the high potion. Gunnerball's got another quest for us here. Little's basically an XP bonus. With that, we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you was the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Alright, gotta report to Ophelia now. And tell her everything we learned. Faster I get around this area. I don't know why that is. I have to look it up and see if there's a way I can get all of my areas like this. And look up how to get flying. Welcome back, Wind. I'm reliably informed the investigation you took to the quarry mill in Little Eagle. So tell me, were you able to learn all of La Hebrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say. Precisely the kind of deception that Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Menphilia dull, Cyan. Did you say something? No, nothing, my lady. Tataru's awesome. Ahem. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Alright guys, so I think I'm gonna call it a day for the stream. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified when I go live tomorrow.